Hey guys, it's G. We're having some fun here this afternoon. We're going to talk about the Becoming Ultimate Ninja episode pilot that had just jumped out. I have a couple of the guests that are, I can now call friends because I call them on a regular basis or I bother them and they tell me to stop texting, but we'll get to that part later. I got Gary, I got
Hey,
Isiah, and I got Isiah's mom. How's she doing out there?
Hey.
All right, so I'm just going to jump right to it. You guys had a chance to look at the first episode. First impact, first thought. What did you guys think? Gary, you jump in first.
yeah, man, I thought you guys knocked it out of the park. I think you grabbed the essence of what ninja is. I mean, these athletes are amazing, and I'm just happy to be along for the ride, really. But you caught the camaraderie of it, you caught the competition of it, you caught the family of it, you caught what ninja is all about, and so I was excited. I thought it went well. So I'm super stoked to be here.
Sweet. All right, Isiah, watching you on camera, and I know you're getting to know you and seeing who you are in person, and you and I have spoken thousands of times, off course and everything else. How's it feel like seeing yourself, like that, being interviewed and really getting to see or opening yourself up more where other people get to see who you are and what you really are about?
Well, it's very inspiring. I look a lot younger then, but it's still cool. It's funny to see myself grow too. But just like you said, it was very cool to watch everything and how everything was put together.
Like, were you like, that's me on TV? I mean, you're used to this already. I mean, you guys have been on TV, so this isn't like anything new. But what I wanted to do, and I think we got this message across was, and Isiah, we've had this talk before. You're perceived as this cocky, young, brash kid, and I know you're not that kid. I mean, I know you're volunteer, and I know you build decks, and you're doing all this stuff. So the fact that I was able to let the other side of Isiah show you, the non persona Isiah show, and just seeing that personal aspect of you, like I wanted people to see that as well, because like wrestling, you're either a baby face or a heel, and like you were basically labeled as a heel, and I'm like, there's so much more depth to this kid, and I really want that to that point to get across. So I hope that my team did a good job or feeling that we got that, and we'll talk to your mom about that in a second. So seeing you two on there, seeing you guys starting to really just show who you guys really are was for me the best part, as long as we're showing off your athletic skills. So we're going to jump to Jenny. Mom, we know how proud you are of your son and everything else. How,
Yes.
how did how did you feel, us, displaying what Ninja was about, what the community was about, and the important role that Isiah plays in this?
I think it's amazing. I think Ninja needs to be, I think a light needs to be shed on it more. So this is really going to help with that. And, of course, seeing my baby on TV is always super exciting. Like, I never get sick of it. So, go guys.
No, but in all seriousness, and I know you and I've had this talk off camera too. I I wanted to make sure you were okay with it. I wanted them to see that other side of Isiah. I remember when you and I were sitting in that back, behind Isiah, and we're like making fun of him and his hair. But just the whole aspect of just making sure that you were comfortable, and you wanted to make sure he wasn't being put in a bad frame, and that people got to understand who he really was, rather than how he's kind of pictured on TV. So seeing that other side of him, letting other people see that other side of him. What are your thoughts about that, and where does that go?
Um, I think no matter what, people are going to believe what they want to believe, but it's nice that he had somewhere to like let it out. Someone who's going to listen to him and let him explain himself, and he's portrayed the way he's portrayed because initially it's reality TV. So the documentary is more real life, and I think people need to see that side. So
I'm glad you mentioned the reality TV aspect. I mean, Ninja War is reality TV, but we all know there's TV magic and everything. So, and you
Mm-hmm.
guys have all been in the production on a lot of those things there. So you see, you know, with what we shot, there's a lot of what you see is what you get. So you got to
Mm-hmm.
see the personalities, you got to see the people, you got to see who they were. So I want to circle back to Gary real quick. So Gary, when we were talking, you know, seeing yourself getting into the car, you saw how nervous you were, right? Like what was
Yeah, man. Yeah.
sitting there watching yourself on TV, you were like, my God, I was nervous. Like
Yeah.
after seeing all of that, like what was your initial thought? Like, dude, I gotta calm down. Like what was the
Right.
initial?
You know, a lot like Isaiah, you know, he says he's grown in a year. You know, I feel like I've grown in a year too, just a little differently. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I was nervous. I was excited. I was a little like scared. Like I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I'm I was 41 years old on one leg, bro. Like going against some the best athletes in the world. So yeah, I was feeling a lot of emotions, you know. So seeing myself on camera, getting off the plane, getting in the taxi, and the things that I was talking about, like you could definitely tell that I was nervous to be there, but I think part of my personality came out where you know, my competitive side came out a little bit. I showed you a little bit where, you know, I like to win. I like to compete. I still like to cheer on everyone and see other people succeed. But man, I definitely wanted to win that thing. But yeah, it's pretty surreal seeing it all put together on TV like that. It's I don't know, it's blowing my mind. So it's really cool.
You looked great, Gary. You really did.
Yeah, it's
As
okay.
good as Isaiah, I wish I had his hair. Golly,
Man, not right
I got
now.
another year.
Let's not talk about hair right now, guys.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Yeah,
What happened to your hair? What happened?
you know what it was? I'm off air. I'm not on TV. I'm not doing anything. So for this summer, I just
Shaved it off.
because you know what happens, and I know we're getting off on time, but when if you keep the mohawk and then leave the sides, and then when you cut your hair, you have like this reverse tan, so you've got like this white strip running down your head. So it's just you just let the whole thing go. So that's neither here nor there.
Isaiah, you killed it, dude. I think Isaiah looked perfectly natural on camera. I think he's a natural. You're gonna do well, brother. You're gonna do well.
Thank
So
you,
let's jump to that. So Isaiah, it's been a year almost from last year to this year. How have you grown from this event, everything in general, and up until now? Like what have you been working on? What have you been doing? What did you gain out of that competition and the notoriety and everything that came with it? What did you learn, you know, from that and used it towards everything that went after?
So before then, like I knew I was good, but I didn't know I could like keep up. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
I didn't
I
know,
hear you.
and that was really a confidence booster. So instead of having the need to tell people that I was there, I could just show them instead of telling them. You know, and then just I feel like that just helped me mentally and helped me mature myself more.
Now, so how many other competitions have you done since this event, and what have you been doing afterwards?
I've done like 20 more competitions, I believe. I mean, yeah, I'm not doing as much as I used to, but there's a lot.
Hold on. You did 20, but that's not as much as you used to. You've actually cut back.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Mom's
Yes.
like, I've been doing half of the driving. I know.
Half of the driving. I do all the driving. What? No. But he won state championships after that. He went ahead and won a few more, like at the beginning of his pro season. He got first place in several competitions. He was doing really great.
This is awesome.
Strongest world ninja.
Oh yeah, he got third strongest world ninja, second in skills. He's been killing it.
So what's it mean to you, Jenny, watching him grow? Nobody wants to see their child grow up. Nobody wants to see their child like she's already given me the no. Like what have you seen out of Isiah in the last year, other than him getting taller and growing a mustache? Like what have you seen? I love you, bro. You know I'm gonna get you for that. But seriously, like what have you seen out of him that you're like, man, like he gets it, he appreciates it. Like talk as a fan and talk as a parent. Like what are the two sides you see out of him?
So I see a lot of maturity coming through. He's always been older than his age, but his maturity levels, his responsibility levels are, you know, peaking. He got a truck recently, so I barely see him anymore. He's always gone, but nevertheless, he always makes sure he takes care of his responsibilities. And although he got distracted from training a bit, he's still in it. He's still motivated, ambitious, and working on his business. It, like, I don't know, I think that keeps him in the ninja game for sure, like building courses and stuff like that. So I made that. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm just crazy.
You should put that on a shirt. I made that. No.
Finger pointing that way. Yeah.
Instead of I'm with stupid, it's like I made that.
Well, they all think like he's my brother or something, or like I'm his girlfriend. It's so weird. That's my son, guys. That's my son.
But watching, I mean, and you go to a lot of these events and you see the development of what he's done and what he's become. And is there going to be a point where you're going to be like, okay, you're on your own, I'm not coming to this event? Or that's the look I was going for.
I try. Look, I literally try. I sent him to NSN championships. I sent him by himself. And like the day before the event, or like 2 or 3 days before, I bought a ticket. And I was like, no, I'm going. Sorry. I can't. And I did it. Like, it's bad. I can't stop. Like, I feel like I'm missing something if I don't show up. So
you did that with Worlds too.
I did do it with Worlds. I forgot. I did it with NNL Worlds a couple months ago. I sent him a ticket. He went with his friends. And then a couple days before the event, I was like, nope, I gotta go. But the sad part was I had to leave, and they were a little behind per usual. And his run was like 10-15 minutes after I had to leave. I had to leave to the airport, or I was gonna miss my flight. So I was like I was on live, watching on my phone, screaming at the phone. The Uber driver's probably like, what's going on? Like, I looked like a crazy lady. It was bad. I can't miss him. I can't.
No, listen, I get that. So Gary, we were talking a little bit off camera. Congrats on making it to the para bobsled team, number one.
Nice.
That's
thanks. That's crazy.
How much confidence has doing this competition, being in front of the camera, doing the guest speaking and everything? How much of that has like pushed you into all of these other projects and all these other venues that you're working on now?
Yeah, man. I will tell Isiah, there's a fine line between confidence and cockiness, man. So you just keep being you and keep doing you, and that's confidence, bro. Like that's just who you are. Like you definitely do not deny that. So just keep doing you, buddy. So don't even sweat that. But for me, all this. Yeah, I've had quite a ride this last year since the finals came out with UNAA. I've been traveling the whole country speaking. I've been talking about overcoming obstacles and being able to compete and try out for the USA para bobsled team and the para skeleton and the para beach volleyball. And I think it's all culminating into something, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And because I was in the finals in UNAA, that got me onto American Ninja Warrior, so I was on the show this year. And so I was really nervous about that. But all these experiences that I've been having, what I'm really realizing is that what I'm doing isn't about me. It's bigger than me. It's for this message that I have for the world, and it's this message of hope and perseverance and we can do hard things, you know, we all go through adversity. No one is immune to tragedy, you know, but, you know, you can't affect, you know, you can't change what life gives you sometimes, but you can absolutely determine how you respond to that, you know, and that's what I'm all about. It's the A&O, it's adapt and overcome, you know, like we can do this, you know, it's a mindset, and all these, you know, going through ninja and competing against these top level athletes has definitely shown me where I'm at in the world, but my confidence is way up here. You know, what I've been able to accomplish in the last year has been phenomenal. I'm very blessed. And I say I've been able to do things, but I'll tell you right now, it's not me. You know, it's my friends, it's my family, it's my support system, it's my community, it's everyone around me. You know, the ninja community is a lot like the fire service. You know, we have our own crews, you know, and so we like to compete who can get to that fire first, you know, and so that's what we want to do, pull that nozzle first. But then after the fire is over, we get back and crews come together and it's a family, you know. It's just like ninja. We compete, you know, and we want that buzzer faster than anyone else, you know, and so we're going to compete and go for it. But at the end of the day, we're a ninja family. It's community, and that's what life is all about, I think. And so
that's awesome.
That's what I've learned over the last year.
All right, cool. Well, listen, before I wrap up, because we have a few minutes, but two things that I want your thoughts on. You guys had already been there. You guys have experienced this. You've had a year to process this and everything else. What do you want the audience to get out of this? Or what do you want the audience to see out of the next future episodes, whether it be about you or Ninja or anything in general? We'll start with Isiah on this one. So overall, like, you saw the first episode, you got an idea of where we're at, and the thought aspect of the competition, the camaraderie and everything else, but the overall aspect also about pushing ninja as an Olympic event, and how, you know, we've been getting involved with the Southeast Asia Games and all these other communities that are now recognizing ninja as as an IOC sport, or obstacle course racing in general, because, you know, guys like Spartan are also trying to get involved in that kind of thing as well, you know, having that recognized, which is why now there are, you know, 5K, 8K, 10K, and those kind of things. So, yeah, Isiah, what do you want the audience to see, you know, in the next coming episodes? I mean, again, we know the outcome, we know how things went down, we know how everything unfolded, but what do you want someone who just watches Ninja Warrior, who doesn't see the behind the scenes stuff, which we actually like cover? What do you want the audience to know? What do you want them to understand? What do you want them to recognize with everything that comes with this sport and types of events like this?
Well, just like Gary said, Ninja is a family, and I think that's very different from any other sport I've played, at least. I want them to see how even your competitors could be like your best friends or family, you know? And it's crazy how we could compete, cheer someone else on, and then compete again, and then just go out to dinner. So I just want them to show how much of a family it is.
Good. Jenny, what do you want them to see other than, you know, more Isiah TV time?
That it's a lot of work putting into it, even like from the parent side. Like, we're there all the time showing up for our kids and sitting in gyms all day, and even having to deal with the hard stuff. There's some hard stuff that goes on in Ninja too, that, you know, you kind of have to suck up and take it like it is, or stand up for yourself, one or the other. You know, they got to see it all.
Gary, what are your thoughts?
You know, I would like the world to see that ninja is a sport. Like, it's not a game show. It's not something that, you know, these kids are doing just for, you know, recreation, but it is a sport, just like baseball, just like basketball, just like football. Like, there is so much training that is involved with ninja. It is unreal. You want to talk about 2-a-days? It's all day. Like, these guys are ninjaing all day long. Like, it is a legit sport. And so I hope that people watching this documentary can see that, holy cow, this is no joke. this is the real deal. Like these are true athletes that, trust me, I guarantee you 99% of NFL and MLB players, they can't run this course. Like these 15, 16-year-old kids are doing things that professional ball players cannot do. I guarantee you that. So that's my hope, that the world recognizes ninja as a true sport.
Well, that's the sole purpose of what we were doing this for. You know, it's covering the event, trying to get this recognized, and the history and everything that comes with it. I mean, look, it started, you know, just like everything else did. It started out of nowhere, and it developed, and just the development and the progression and everything that it's become, you know, that's part of what it is that we're trying to push, just that recognition and everything that comes with it. So, you know, that's what we're hoping for, you know, and with the exposure and being able, you know, and I thank you guys, because, you know, without it, you know, we wouldn't have been able to make that possible, because we wanted certain characteristics to come out. We wanted certain things to be revealed, and we really think we touched on all that. So, you know, knowing what we already know and knowing how things went down, how do you guys feel the direction of this goes next? Because only I know.
Oh, rub it in.
So how, I mean, we already know how it goes down. So, but we spoke about the audience. We spoke about, you know, what you guys want and how you want them to see what it is that you want to see. What did you guys get out of this? Like personally, you know, we already know how you've grown in the last year and all that, but what did you guys gain out of this? Were you able to sit back and look and reflect at all this? And I was like, man, like this was a different environment than what, you know, we're used to. Like I just want to kind of see what you guys gained personally out of this whole project altogether. We'll jump to Mom on this one first. Go ahead, Jenny.
Let's see. Probably, honestly, if I'm being honest, because I'm not the type of person who likes cameras in my face and like being followed around and recorded. I love seeing it for Isiah, but I'm more of a behind the scenes type of person. Honestly, I learned how to keep my temper a little bit. Actually, I didn't learn it right away, but now I know, like,
his happy. Okay.
Calm down, breathe, think about what you're going to say before you say it. This is the stuff I learned because, I'm not a ninja. I just here to support my son. So, and when I support my son, I support him to the fullest, and it is what it is.
In future episodes, you'll see more of you there, and we'll get to what it was that you were talking about. Once all of them are released, or once you guys seen all four, I'd love to circle back with you guys. So, yeah. But Isiah, you like what did you gain out of that whole week of shooting and everything that was there?
Well, I didn't know this until I actually watched it. I've gained like.
That's me. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, right when I watched it, I've noticed that I was just being myself. Like I don't know how to explain it. I found a true hearted ninja side of me.
Okay.
Not because I've never just seen like raw footage of me just being me, not me. How do I say it?
There's a character version of you that's played on TV, and that's what Jenny and I were talking about. That fly boy that built different, like, and I really wanted other people to see that. I hate to say softer side because it's going to make you all cuddly and stuff.
Oh, mama's boy.
But there was an aspect of you that I wanted other people to see, that there was just that area there, and I thought it made all the sense in the world. Yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, I'm glad you got that part. Gary, what did you learn?
I went into the competition not really knowing what to expect. And so I would say, physically, these guys are elite athletes, and so to be just numbered among them, I'm very fortunate to say that I was numbered among them. So physically, I think that we can all get stronger. But what I really learned about myself is the mental side of this. Of course, I'm super competitive. I want to hit that buzzer and be number one. But man, it's so much more than that. It's more than the buzzer. It's about the journey. It's about learning and growing and getting better personally, not only with Ninja, but as a human being, and treating others how you want to be treated. And that's what this whole Ninja community has taught me is how to be a better person. And I love it. I love it a lot.
That's awesome, man. Well, guys, listen, we're going to be up against the clock, but I can't thank you guys enough in all seriousness. I mean, I've, in the past year, I've become really close with you guys and, being at events with you and getting to laugh with you, on camera, off camera, and really get to know who you guys are personally. And I've seen how you've grown and developed, and, cause I see the footage and, I've shot you guys from Ninja Nation and all these other different venues all over Texas, because we're all literally a couple miles from each other. So
how awesome is that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just blessed knowing that I'm always within range, with all you guys. So to me, that's always been a blessing. My involvement with Ninja is always been different. Not as the athlete, but as the one exposing you guys and showing, giving you guys, more light on the subject, because it's just something that I always felt that should have been pushed. So, like I said, having you guys, join us on this journey and share your story, it's important, and I can't thank you. And my team can't thank you guys enough, for what an awesome job you guys did, on and off the camera, because you guys could have given me the finger several times over, and I'm more than sure that I pretty much expected it. But I really.
Oh man, it was great. It was great. You guys are super professional. I had a great time. I enjoyed it. I know my son enjoyed it. It was awesome. So thank you, and your team.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun watching y'all.
So all right, so let's have some fun here before the clock runs out. 4-star rating. What do we give the first episode?
4 stars, baby.
-0.
It was 0.
-0. No, 4 stars. 4 stars. 4 stars twice. I got 2 hands.
There you go. Zaya, what you doing, bro? Quiet up there.
I said 4.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. Good. Well, listen,
I'll give
guys.
you a 3.9.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because there's always room for improvement. Exactly.
That's right. We don't want that head getting any bigger.
Hey.
Shots fired.
It's gone now. We can see it all.
No, seriously, guys. Thank you again. Everything's been awesome. So tune in. It's re-airing tomorrow, and it's on that Facebook event party. You guys can check in and see who else is there, see who's jumping in and been making comments and stuff, and you guys can jump in and kind of poke fun at everybody that you've, don't mention that you've seen it already, but, just kind of be like, hey, this is what's going on. And, just run with it. And as the other episodes run in, I will keep in touch with you guys, and you guys will have dibs on things. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds awesome.
All right, guys.
Love you, dude.
Thank you, guys.